What's up, guys? Mike down here in the dungeon again. I'm going to try to make this video short, but it's really, I think this is probably one of the most important lessons that you can learn in life. And a lot of people are doing this completely wrong. Okay, and it's basically this: seek your own approval first. Okay, so what happens is in our lives is that so this is true, like in the social media realm. It's really easy to see that, but like it's always been around, is that your eyes look outward and you see other people and you see other things, and the things that people have, or the friends, or the way they look, or the money, whatever it is, right? And so you covet, right? And you want what they have, okay? Whether it be the things, but most importantly, what people want is they want approval. They want approval, okay? And if you grew up with shitty parents, if you grew up with even average parents, if you didn't grow up with above average parents, then you probably didn't get this approval need satisfied in you as you grew, and you didn't learn how to regulate in that way. So and I've divorced. I have a child from my first marriage, right? And so it's my fault, in essence. Like, of course it is, right? I mean, I'm half of the equation, but I might as well be 100% of the equation in my world. So she automatically is seeking more approval than even your baseline child within a two-parent home would be seeking. Do you understand? Because she needs to understand, like, she needs approval from her mother and her father, and to understand that she isn't the reason that her mother and father are together, right? And so there's an even higher level of just baseline approval that a child like that needs. So we all sort of need this approval. We need it, right? It used to be called what was it? Keeping up with the Joneses, that kind of thing. Like, we all want that. We all want those likes on Instagram, or whatever it is, views on YouTube. Like, we all need that approval. Okay, and it's one of the reasons that I don't have scripts for my videos. I don't give a shit what I'm wearing. Sometimes I'm wearing the same shit. Look at how I look. I'm not seeking your approval in any way. Now, is it nice to get, or I wouldn't even say approval, more like appreciation or acknowledgement, right? But I guess in those ways, it depends on how you define approval, but we're all seeking approval. But the place where you need to get your approval from first is yourself. This is called self-respect, basically, okay? But it's essentially, it's do you approve of you? Okay? And let's look at some traps to avoid, and then we'll go deeper into do you approve of you. So some traps to avoid would be looking for approval via all other people, right? But especially like in the opposite sex, or like through sexual pleasure, like this is why, like, a lot of girls, and look, you can say whatever you want. I try to stick with scientific studies if I can, but a lot of girls that come from fatherless homes end up being very promiscuous. Why? Because they're seeking approval through sex from a man. Right? It's all based around this, right? We need to be needed, to be validated, and this is why men do this in the grossest ways possible when they seek validation through women. This is why you have men who are sex addicts. They're not sex addicts, okay? All men are sex addicts, and women too, okay? It's not that, okay? That's just a fucking excuse. What it is that you are seeking approval. You're seeking validation from the woman through the act of sex, okay? That's all it is. So all of these guys that are sleeping around, or women, either one, whatever it is, it's always that they are seeking validation, seeking approval. Even these guys like Andrew Tate and these guys that have all these multiple wives and shit, they are very insecure. I'm sorry, okay? This isn't like a personal attack. This is a problem that almost everybody has. Okay? To a varying degree, right? It's a spectrum. Everything's a spectrum. So, I've got 10 wives, but you've only got 9. You see what I'm saying? Like that kind of a thing. Oh, I've got, I don't know. Whatever it is, I've got this many of thing, but you've got less, right? It's all comparison. It's all approval. Like, it's all this bullshit. It's all bullshit, right? Because it's all based in the wrong place, okay? The first place, numero uno place that you need to get approval from is you. Now, how do you do that? Okay, it's pretty simple. You have to approve of the actions that you do. Okay, so like, for example, if you get to the end of the day, you're laying down in bed and you reflect on the day previous, like the day that you just had, you should approve of the things that you've done through the day. Does that make sense? Okay? Like, and I don't care what you're doing, right? And you could justify things, but let's be honest, let's be truthful, okay? If you went out the night before and got hammered ass drunk, slept with a stranger, okay? You woke up with a fucking hangover and you ate a bunch of shit, or whatever. You feel like shit. And then today, maybe, you felt so bad you couldn't do anything. You go to lay down in bed at night and you look back at the day that you had that involved the previous night and you say, do I approve of that? Is that something that is respectable? Do I respect it? Not does anybody else. Does society respect it? Who gives a fuck? It's you. Do you approve? Do you respect that? Does a person that does that look like a respectable person to you? To you. And if the answer is no, you're lacking self-respect. You're lacking self-approval. Okay, and this is going to cause you to spiral down, just a continual spiral down. If you're not approving of the things, now this is something that I had to learn myself, right? Because I spent the majority of my life not respecting and not loving the person that I was because I was doing a bunch of heinous shit. Do you understand? And when I quit doing heinous shit, okay, then I started to approve of myself and I started to like myself. So no longer struggle with depression, no longer struggle with those things like, oh, I'm not worthy or I'm not good enough. It gives me actually the courage and motivation to do videos like this because, like I said, I don't give a fuck anymore. I don't need your approval because I do throughout the day, every fucking day, I do things that I approve of. Now, I'm not perfect, right? I'll slip up and do something, but it's not like a major slip up. Okay, it's like, I'm on my phone, checking, I don't know, fucking sports, and my little girl's wanting my attention. Oh, fuck, all right, I gotta give her attention, right? Because I don't wanna be the guy that's just on his phone and ignoring his child. Does that make sense? So there's just little things, little adjustments that you do during the day. But when I lay down at the end of the day, did I approve of what I did today or did I not? And this is how you build self-respect. And this is how you prevent things like depression and whatever the fuck else, okay? Self-loathing. Because self-loathing is truly, maybe we'll get a video on this one day, but self-loathing is truly the root of all. It's the root of all problems. Is the statement, I am not good enough. Self-loathing is everyone's problem. Everyone's problem. Because when you say that I'm not good enough, it means that you've got to do something to make yourself better. And most of the people that do that go the wrong way. And it's seeking approval through other people. You need to approve of you first. Now, do I want my wife's approval? Yes, I do. But you know the way that I can get my wife's approval? This is how you know, right? Because this is how you know if you're aligned with someone. If I approve of me, then my wife, ideally, should also approve of me. Automatically. This is how you know if your values are aligned. If I am approved of me and I'm living a life of self-respect and making good decisions, then my wife, if she's properly aligned with me, would automatically respect me and approve of me. You see what I'm saying? And so does everybody else. This is how you become a reliable, like, good person, okay? Now you also, look, okay, let's go back to it. I was gonna say that you also need to maintain some authenticity. But, look, if you're approving of you, that is your authenticity, right? That's your authenticity right there. I hold authenticity as one of my highest idols. Maybe the highest, I don't know. But I think innocence is my highest idol, but authenticity is right there with innocence. It's right there, okay? So, you have to approve of you, okay? In an honest sense, If you smoke weed, see, this is one of the problems with smoking weed, okay? And I smoked weed for a long time, okay? So I understand, okay? But if you smoke weed, okay, say for example, you got a big day, I don't know, whatever it is, right? And you're like, I'm gonna go do this thing, and I got this thing planned, and this and that. And then you get up, say, and you smoke, and then your motivation to do said things wavers and becomes less and less and less, okay? Well, then at the end of the day, right, when you're going to bed, how can you approve of a day where you just took a day off? Like you just took a day off because you did a substance and then you were like, fuck it, I'm just gonna be lazy today. Do you respect that decision? Maybe you do, but what I'm saying to you is that you need to approve of you first. And if you can approve of you first, then even if people don't like you, fuck them. If you approve of you, and people don't like that, fuck them. Those are called haters. We don't fucking like haters. Fuck them. Who gives a shit? Right? Like if you don't approve of this here, me, these videos, fuck it. I don't give a shit. You're a fucking hater and I could give a fuck. You have to approve of you first. And then that's it, right? So I'll give you more of a metaphysical type understanding of this. The flower just flowers, and it doesn't give a single fuck what you think about it, right? The flower just, boom, look at me, I'm a flower, oh cool, look how beautiful I am, I'm a beautiful flower, and it doesn't give a fuck what you think about it. Be like the flower, all right? Be authentic. Approve of the decisions that you make. Approve of the things that come out of your mouth. Okay? And if you do slip up, adjust accordingly. Okay? But you ought to be able to lay down at the end of the day and approve of you. And if you don't approve of you, okay? If you don't, start to do things that you approve of. Now, there could be some underlying issues. Maybe you need therapy. Maybe you need to meditate on this for a long time. Maybe, I'm not saying that it's just a switch of the, flip of the switch and you're automatically going to get it. Everything is baby steps. Everything is baby steps. Maybe that's rule number 2 in life. You know, approve of you, baby steps. I don't know. But it's all, you know, it's like compounding interest, right? Small baby steps. But you have to approve of you, okay? And this is how you do everything. This is how you lose weight. This is how you get a better mate. This is how you accumulate wealth. You have to approve of the decisions that you made. I can't possibly create a better situation for myself if I'm not approving of what I'm doing. Okay, so this is what you need to get from this. Sorry, it's so long. You need to approve of you first. First. Approve of you first. Then everyone that has similar values to you will also approve of you. And the people that don't, fuck them. But you approve of you first, and it will automatically make your situation better. So approve of you first.